The Director of Consumer and Corporate Affairs of the National Communication Authority, Nanadife Bedu, has revealed that the SIM registration exercise is being organized at no cost to the state. According to her, the only expenses involved is for the promotion of the exercise, which she states are being borne by the authority with the help from the mobile network operators. The registration of SIM cards officially kicked off on Friday, October 1st, 2021. The exercise, which is in accordance with the Subscriber Identity Module Registration Regulations 2021, LI 2006, is to curb SIM boxing and other criminal activities perpetrated by fraudsters using fake SIM cards and facilitate e-education, among others. As a Ghanaian, you can register a total of 10 SIM cards across all networks, but you can only do so with a Ghana card. The exercise, which is expected to last for 6 months, will end on March 31st, 2022. According to the Ministry of Communication and Digitalization, unregistered SIMs after the deadline will be deactivated. The Judicial Service Staff Association of Ghana, JUSAG, may soon go on strike if the government does not implement a review of their salaries. After an executive committee meeting earlier this week, it said it was giving the government a 2-week ultimatum. Quote, within 2 weeks from October 1st, the government must take action on the recommended salaries. If within 2 weeks the government does not do anything about it, they should not blame us because we will advise ourselves according to law, the association said. The national president of JUSAG, Alex Narte, said the review was long overdue. Quote, we were due to have our payment regime revised in 2020 for implementation in 2021. Since January this year, a review ought to have taken effect. The Judicial Council has done its part, but we have sat waiting for the government to play its part with no response, he added. President Akufo-Addo has inspected ongoing work on the construction of the Kumasi International Airport, which according to the contractor is currently 77% completed and is expected to be completed in June 2022. Inspecting work on the site, the president was told that the terminal building was 88% complete, the road network 93% complete, the apron 89% complete, with the air traffic control and rescue firefighting services 53% complete. It will be recalled that on June 6, 2018, the president cut the sod for the commencement of work on Phase 2 of the Kumasi Airport project and indicated that, quote, the expansion of this airport is a critical part of government's vision to expand the frontier of the aviation industry in the country and to realize the dream of making Ghana an aviation hub in West Africa. The Ministry of Food and Agriculture is working on the establishment of a grain development authority to address current food price fluctuations in the country. According to the sector minister, Dr. Owusu Efriye Akoto, the expectation was that the authority should be in place by the first quarter of 2022. Speaking about complaints over food price hikes, he said 80,000 capacity warehouses had been handed over to him, and his belief was that such an authority could raise funds for the market to be able to stock the warehouses during the harvesting season. He said the stocked food could be dispersed to stakeholders, such as poultry farmers and other processors, when prices hit their peak. Dr. Akutu was hopeful that such a step would help stabilize the huge differences in prices in the year, describing it as the only solution to the current food price fluctuations in the country. The Atrabo gas processing plant in the western region will be shut down for 14 days for maintenance, says the Ghana National Gas Company Limited. In a statement issued by Corporate Communications Department of Ghana Gas, it stated that the scheduled maintenance will begin on Monday, October 4th to October 18th, 2021. This is to allow our team of engineers to undertake a planned maintenance of the facility to help improve upon the Atrabo gas plant's capacity to continue productivity as well as to prolong its lifespan, it stated. They are optimistic that the scheduled maintenance will enhance operability and reliability of their processing and transportation of infrastructure. Meanwhile, management said all their key stakeholders such as Ghana Gas, Tala Oil, ENI, Volta River Authority, and MLE have put in place the necessary mechanism to reduce the shutdown duration, which would have lasted for 48 days. The National Insurance Commission in June 2019 announced a new capital requirement for insurance companies operating in the country after a series of consultations and discussions between the industry players and the regulators. The new capital regime saw the stated capital for life and non-life insurance companies move from 15 million Ghana cedis to 50 million Ghana cedis, with that of reinsurance companies also moving from 40 million Ghana cedis to 125 million Ghana cedis. Insurance broking companies also saw their stated capital increase from 300,000 Ghana cedis to 500,000 Ghana cedis, while that of reinsurance broking companies was maintained at the current 1 million Ghana cedis. Prior to the announcement of the new capital requirement, the industry players had suggested to the regulators to implement a risk-based minimum capital regime subject to the risk appetite of each company. They argued that the current minimum capital requirements were more than set at realistic levels for a risk-based approach. The family of Kenya's president, Uhuru Kenyatta, that has dominated the country's politics since independence, secretly owned a network of offshore companies for decades, according to a huge leak of financial papers. The Pandora Papers' 12 million files is the biggest such leak in history. Mr. Kenyatta and 6 members of his family have been linked to 13 offshore companies. They have not yet responded to requests for comment. The Kenyatta's offshore investments, including a company with stocks and bonds worth $30 million, 22 million euros, were discovered among hundreds of thousands of pages of administrative paperwork from the archives of 14 law firms and service providers in Panama and British Virgin Islands and other tax havens. Algeria has banned French military planes from flying over its territory, the French army has said, as the diplomatic row between the two countries intensifies. The move comes a day after Algeria recalled its ambassador from Paris, accusing France of unacceptable interference in its affairs. Algeria said it was responding to comments attributed to President Emmanuel Macron. He was quoted as saying the former French colony was ruled by a, quote, political military system with an official history that was based not on truth, but on hatred of France. Last week, France cut the number of visas it issues for citizens of Algeria and other North African countries. A private plane has crashed into an empty office block in northern Italian city of Milan, killing all 8 people on board. The plane, which was bound for the island of Sardinia, came down after taking off from Milan's Linate airport. The pilot was a Romanian billionaire, Dan Petrescu, age 68. He died alongside his wife and their son, Italian media say. The crash set the office block and several parked cars on fire. No one on the ground was injured. An investigation into the cause of the crash has been launched. Some witnesses say the single-engine Pilatus PC-12 was already on fire when it went down. Kevin De Bruyne's deflected late equalizer gave Manchester City a fully deserved point after a moment of genius by Mohamed Salah looked to have earned Liverpool victory in an Anfield thriller. Reigning champion City and Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool were each hoping to take over from Chelsea at the top of the table, but this result means Thomas Tuchel's side stay clear at the Premier League summit. Liverpool's lead lasted just 10 minutes until Phil Foden, who tormented struggling James Milner throughout, took a pass from Gabriel Jesus and fired a low-angled finish across Alisson at the Cope end. City manager Pep Guardiola was nursing an understandable sense of injustice after Milner somehow escaped a second yellow card for blatantly upending Bernardo Silva before Anfield exploded in joy after 76 minutes when Salah slalomed his way beyond a succession of City defenders to power home a stunning finish. Frank Warren expects Tyson Fury's next fight after his bout against Deontay Wilder to be in the UK. The WBC heavyweight champion has not fought on home soil since 2018. Fury, age 33, has made the United States his boxing home since signing a long-term deal with Top Rank and ESPN and has competed there 4 times. Fury will have to get past American Wilder, age 35, first on Saturday in Las Vegas, and the Gypsy King, who is odds-on favorite to win, will be wary of an upset after watching Anthony Joshua get beaten by Alexander Usyk at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium last month. Quote, if Tyson wins the fight, we'll sit down. There's a few options there, Warren said. Usyk would be a massive fight here. The Joshua fight is still a massive fight. The prestigious Ghana Makeup Awards has this year rebranded into Ghana Beauty Awards under the theme Transforming the Beauty Industry 5 Years On. The award ceremony is also part of the 5th Africa Makeup and Beauty Fair, which is scheduled for Wednesday, November 17th and Thursday, November 18th, 2021 at the Dome, Accra International Conference Center before the awards night on November 20th. Currently, Ghana's beauty industry is touted as one of the lucrative sectors of the economy, worth about $6 million according to the Euromonitor. It employs well over 1 million Ghanaians, most of which are young people and women. Over the years, the AMB Fair and the Beauty Awards have both contributed immensely to that growth through its many objectives, such as providing platforms for stakeholders to improve themselves. The GBA has also honored excellence in the industry, celebrating pioneers, leading professionals, and upcoming talents, as well as businesses and brands who are also contributing to economic growth. Nigerian music icon T.Y. Savage has announced she will be soon releasing a song with Ghanaian songstress Ms. V. T.Y. is currently enjoying massive airplay and buzz on the continent and around the world owing to her recent released album, Water and Gari, that features Grammy Award-winning American singer Brandy on Somebody's Son. She is in Ghana to fraternize and promote her new body of work. In an interview, T.Y. was asked about which Ghanaian artist she hopes to work with, and she revealed that she has a song with Ms. V that will be out in the week. She continued, quote, right now I have a song coming out with Ms. V and Stonebwoy. Sources reveal the song will be out on October 8th, as fans anticipate what has been touted as a potential continental smash hit song from two lady divas.